You know that moment when you finally accomplish something big and instead of feeling satisfied, you immediately hear that voice,
Great! Now what's coming next?
or that sinking feeling when you try to relax, but your mind goes to everything you should be doing instead. I know exactly how that feels like, as that's been my operating system for most of my life. And in this video, we are going to get to know the overachiever part really well, what it is protecting you from, and how to help it relax. If you're new here, hi, I'm Valentina Manini, and I help people heal beyond traditional methods using internal family system therapy, IFS, somatic therapy, and psychedelic assisted therapy. These are the only modalities that help me overcome generalized anxiety and everything that was hiding behind, or better, underneath that label. So let's dive in. The overachiever is not actually trying to help you succeed. To its core, it's trying to keep you safe from something much deeper. It's doing everything it can to always keep you going, to always keep you busy, to always keep you doing more, being more, giving more, getting to the next goal. Basically, never stopping. And here's how this part might be showing up for you in your daily life. There might be this very, very deep-seated feeling of having to keep going, of really never being able to stop, to take a breath. This kind of internal pressure that always wants you to stay moving forward and never sit back, taking a moment, breathe, and just be. Or maybe you notice the way that you brush off compliments because deep down, nothing you do ever feels quite good enough. Or perhaps you have felt that feeling, that anxious feeling in the pit of your stomach when you take a day off. Like the universe might collapse if you're not being productive for a day. You might see it in how you celebrate others genuinely and wholeheartedly, but dismiss your own achievements, or in the way you constantly move the goalposts on yourself. Well, I finally rest when I get the promotion. But when you get there, suddenly your overachiever part has mysteriously updated the requirements again. Does any of this feel familiar to you? I'd love to know in the comments, so please feel free to let me know which one of these resonated the most with you. And the thing is that this part of you is like a bodyguard that never got the memo that the danger has passed. But what is it protecting you from? And when did it start? And most importantly, how do we help it relax? Well, for me, it started pretty early as a way to keep myself busy and safely away from what was hiding underneath. This part usually takes over this job during those years in childhood in which we learn what it takes to belong, to be seen, and to matter. Perhaps you notice how the adults' eyes lit up when you brought home good grades, or you won a football match, or you did a bunch of other things that were really, really seen and rewarded in your family. But somehow they seem to look through you during ordinary moments of you just being you, of you playing, of you being, of you seeking connection, of you seeking acceptance just for the way that you are. And from all of this grows that feeling that without your achievements, you might be invisible. You actually might not matter. That you might not get loved. And so your overachiever part made a heartfelt promise back then. I will never let you feel that again. I will never let you feel that you do not matter ever again. I will make sure that they always have proof of your worth. I will keep you safe from the unbearable feeling of not mattering in this world. And it kept that promise faithfully. With a devotion so pure, it continued even as it exhausted every resource within you. This part has been running a marathon without a finish line, carrying the weight of your worthiness on its shoulders, terrified to put it down even for a moment. It's like having an internal alarm clock that never had a snooze button installed in the first place. And the heartbreaking truth is that this part has been working tirelessly for years, maybe decades, like in my case. It never gets a break because it truly believes your existence depends on its vigilance. It's exhausted, but too afraid to rest. And as an outcome of all this, no achievement, no matter how impressive, how earth-shattering, can give you the sense of inherent value this part has been desperately trying to create artificially. So how do we help this part to relax? Number one, you witness from a place of understanding, curiosity, and compassion its story. It's the way in which it came to be and what it has been doing for this long. And number two, you update this part. You show it that you have grown up and you're not the vulnerable little child anymore. And number three, you listen to what the part needs from you. It might need you to rescue that child stuck in the past in a place in which he didn't feel seen. He didn't feel that he mattered unless he performed. Or it might be ready to slow down the moment it feels you there, the moment it realizes that you're not a child anymore. And if you would like to get closer to this part, then this meditation, either showing up on screen somewhere or as a link in the description, will help you do just that. If you recognize your overachiever part, well, then you're gonna love the next video because we're gonna go into the part that rebels to the pressure, rebels to all of this procrastination part. You might discover how this might be the wisest and most compassionate part or voice in your system. So hit subscribe to know when it's out, because understanding this relationship could finally break the exhausting cycle that's been running in the background of your life for years. And your future self, the one who knows how to both achieve and rest, is waiting on the other side. If you'd like to dive deeper into parts work and IFS, you will find in the description a 9-day email course that will accompany you to the deepest understanding of everything that you are in the easiest possible